So now let's talk about why you need publicity. I think I've convinced you guys that you need it, but I want to talk a little bit more about the specifics behind why you actually need it and how it can help your brand. So the interesting thing is that publicity itself can lead to even more publicity. If a magazine editor comes to your site and they see that your products or services have been featured in a lot of other sites, they're more likely to feature you as well. Now, there are some places that really only want to feature brand new things and things that are new to the market. I know with wedding photography or things like that, they really want to be the only one who is writing about those products or the wedding photographer or the wedding services. But the majority of them, if you already have press, they're more likely to mention you as well. And this is the best one, is that it can definitely increase your sales. So when you get your products mentioned in a huge magazine or when you're on TV, a lot of people are going to come to your website because they love what they've seen in those magazines. So they're going to buy your products. This happens to me every single time I know my product is featured in a top magazine or on TV somewhere, or the exposure is huge. Traffic to my website skyrockets, people are buying more stuff, and ultimately, obviously that's why we all want publicity. And publicity can also increase your influence. So if you are trying to establish yourself as an expert in your industry, if you have a lot of different maybe events you've spoken at or conferences you've done or podcasts you've been interviewed on, it can really contribute to increasing your influence, and people that are willing to write about you already know that you're an expert because you've already been featured in so many other places. And it also levels the playing field. So as I was saying before, if you are featured in a national magazine along other really big brands, you sort of are on the same field or are on the same level with them at that point, because there they are and there you are too. And it's just a great way to really catapult your business and be seen as a really important and influential brand. A couple of other reasons. It can increase your conversion rate. So if you have a website and where you're selling something and people see that you have reviews from magazines, or they see that you've been on TV, or your products have been featured in something else, that's a really great way to get social proof. And what social proof does is that it really helps to gain trust from your customers who are coming to their website, because it's so different when you're going on a site than when you go to a store, when you can talk to someone in person. So when someone comes to your website, they really have nothing else to go on except for all of the testimonials that are there, all of the press mentions that are there, and the information that you provide. So if they see that magazines are writing about you or you've been featured, they're more likely to trust you right away, and that trust leads to people buying more things from you, and your conversion rates increasing. It can also increase traffic to your site. So I know I've talked about this before, but anytime you get a big publicity mention, and even smaller ones, people are curious to find out more. They're gonna Google you or type in your URL, and you're gonna get a lot more traffic as well. And it can also increase your social media following. So I know a lot of times when I do a review with a blogger or I do a giveaway, especially a blogger who has a huge audience, people come to my site, they automatically sign up for my newsletter, they follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, and before I know it, I have 400 fans over the weekend, and it's all from being interviewed or being mentioned on an influential blog. So this is another sort of side effect of getting publicity, is that your newsletter can increase your Twitter following and your Facebook and all of your other social media following as well. And lastly, it's really an important tool in your success. Imagine what would happen for your business if, let's say, every month your business was featured in a magazine, or you were doing a guest blog appearing on other influential blogs, right? That's a steady stream of traffic, lots of people always knowing about you and having you in their minds so they can come visit your website and find out more information. So I would say, out of all of the things that I've done in my business, publicity has been one of the most important ones, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. Because I really think it can, I've seen it, it can really increase your sales, it can establish your brand, or it can help to establish you as an expert if you have a service-based business.